Hi everyone, this is Mike Gordon, and welcome to Perfect Playthrough number 14 on Comix Zone for the Sega Genesis. It's actually been quite a while since I did a Genesis playthrough, and really I don't really consider this to be a true perfect playthrough per se, since I decided to use a cheat code right here to make Sketch invincible. Yeah, and that's the confirmation I got the cheat code. What this really is really just, I'm sure you can find better videos covering a perfect playthrough, which basically requires getting a good ending, which is 100% completion of the game, which is all you need for 100% completion of the game. And here's the plot down there. So really, you could probably just watch a long play and get the same thing out of it, but legitimate. The reason I selected this game, I basically needed something quick that I could play through, because I had some recording issues lately, and I just wanted to make sure that my issues had been resolved. And here's some additional story. Basically, Sketch gets sucked into his own comic book by the bad guy. And you have to stop him. Because the bad guy can't make himself real until Sketch is killed. And what makes this game particularly difficult that warrants me using the cheat code is simple. One life, no extra lives, no continues. You lose all your health, you die once, it's game over. You really have to treat this more like a puzzle game first and a beat 'em up second. And the idea is behind this game is to really use your resources carefully. And I basically looked at a walkthrough, figure out which direction I wanted to go. And honestly, the recording process here went much smoothly. I actually finished this playthrough in a day. Yeah, it took me just one day to beat this, to play a complete playthrough of this game. I just wanted to make sure that I swapped out the crappy recorder and replace it with something just as good but can actually record longer videos. And sure enough, I got it. I got what I asked for. I'm just figuring out the controllers, how the controls work. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, I mean, you're kidding me. You have to blow these up. It's not enough to just... And of course, that's very small. There's an enemy hidden. So, by Friday the 13th playthrough was what I would call the recording from hell, and part of the thing was due to the crappy recorder. I did not know that BizHawk all of a sudden decided to default to. So I chose Comix Zone specifically because even though I actually could beat the game without the cheat code, I just wanted to make sure I could record something significantly longer and not have to worry about crap like this. Alright, no. Oh yeah, if you let your rat out, he can sometimes dig up items to find secret items, which is why I decided to let him loose. The rat's name is Roadkill. Alright, took this guy out. Gotta try to hit this guy. Now I gotta make the jump because you can get a game over just dying once. The fuck was that? And this is what you have to do to get a perfect playthrough. You just have to get your character up to 100%. Because of the inventories, because of all the inventory as well as the due to the inventory space as well as the I'm kind of slow today. And oh yeah, the rat can help you flip switches for you. I want to pick Roadkill back up. So because if he gets hit, because even though he can defend himself, if he gets hit too many times, he will disappear to another page, and Roadkill's quite useful. Yeah, this game is not like your Streets of Rage or Double Dragon or Hyperstone Heist type of beat 'em up. It's these guys take quite a beating before you can take them down. And I'm gonna move this right there. And I can move on. Come on. Why does it keep saying creep with the question mark? Looking up a walkthrough. And there are no secret items. So I decided to just go right. Based on what I've oh no! I went right because I just looked to see which route I'd like to. The routes I choose are simply the routes I would rather go take on. You know, it's not like, oh, one route has some super secret items, or it's one. Every once in a while, I'll take a route because it's a shortcut. There really aren't that many shortcuts. Or go for the routes that appeal to me the most, and that will be helpful. And yeah, I picked that one up. That's the best power-up in the game. And I wasn't really thinking straight when I did it. Sketch Turner. That's the name of the protagonist of this game. I will definitely say 90s comic book art was pretty kick-ass. I don't read a lot of comics. The only comics I really read at the time were the Archie comics, and not a whole lot, and I didn't have a whole lot of them. So, but yeah, I always loved Marvel's art style back in the day. You know, I liked SWAT Cats. Very violent show. It aired on Cartoon Network for kids with the Hanna-Barbera behind it, and it is one of the most violent shows in its day. Like, not heavy blood and gore or anything like that, but characters definitely died in that show. So yeah, just to give you a bit of a heads up, the next couple of playthroughs, including this game and the next one I'm doing, we're basically just testing the limitations on my emulator and what I could possibly do with it. And that's it for this stage, and I am now 30% done. Each stage is basically in increments of 15%, but the final 10% is kind of interesting, and it determines the good or the bad ending. Hey, I'm offended by that comment, you're a sketch turner. I live in Colorado, and I say that comment offends me. That ain't the Rockies. Also, didn't you, make this comic book? How do you not know where you are in your own comic book, or what the plot of your own story is? It just makes no sense. Alright. And these guys are kind of annoying because of that spear that they like to hop on. I think the one thing I find annoying is basically trying to get past characters' parries. I'm trying to figure out what do I do here. Really? And it took me a while before I realized, oh, I need to plug that hole up somehow. Alright. It's been quite... Actually, it hasn't been that long since I've played Comix Zone. It's just not a game I played a whole lot of. Really, my first introduction in this game is probably the same as most of you, through Sega compilations like Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Or that's my exposure to the game. I never actually owned a physical copy of this game for the Genesis. Alright, I'm gonna pick up Roadkill. How do I do it? No, wait, I'm actually waiting to make sure there aren't any items. Great. Yeah, there's nothing there. Isn't it kind of stupid that you have to blow up the crates before you can move on? So, yeah, oh, Something worth noting too is that if you're playing one of the new Sega compilations for PS4, Switch, and Xbox One, one of the challenges involves clearing this arena without dying. It's actually, surprisingly enough, one of the easiest challenges to complete. Criminally. Alright, so, alright, let's keep playing. I'm just die already. Fuck. And that's the end of the challenge. I decided to pick it, and unfortunately I was not able to retrieve Roadkill. Didn't think Roadkill would actually kill himself. So, here you go. This part's pretty easy. Sorry, stupid phone kept ringing non-stop, and I don't recognize the number, so... Anyways, we are effectively halfway done with this game. And really, there isn't really any specific strategy to get through this game. You just want to know where to get Roadkill, where to try to get some of the items, you know, try to manage your inventory. You know, there's no completionist aspect to this in terms of the items. You know, there's like way more than 3 types of items you can get, and they're designed to be used in the game to help you advance. And this guy's just being a pain in the ass. Jeez, stop fucking hopping. Fuck. Alright, so, okay. And he drops a fucking potion, of course. Yeah, as you progress through the games, the enemies get really good at parry. Oh god damn it, there's 2 of them. They just seem to parry everything. There's... God, just die! What? Okay, what the hell just happened? I'm guessing this is a bug with the emulator, if nothing else. Well, that would be nice, except I don't have the fucking rat! By the way, that little graphical glitch will remain on the top left corner for the rest of the stage, so, yeah, you keep saying that my rat could be useful here, but I don't have him. He killed himself on the last stage. So I have to track him down somewhere else. I'm guessing the idea is that the rat would electrocute the enemies. Alright, I only took this... I actually took this route specifically to get my rat back. Fuck. Alright. And to be fair, this isn't a long game. There's really like 6 stages. Technically, there are 3 levels in total. But for the sake of simplicity, let's just say that there's 6 levels. And 3 bosses. Ah, damn it, I fucking hate this guy. At this point, the enemies get really fucking annoying. Fuck! Let's go. I'm gonna search this room for any hidden items. I'm not holding my breath, but nope, there's nothing. Oh god. Now I realize, oh right, I can use the rat to switch. The fuck? Yeah, I basically count my losses here. Now I have to fight this piece of work. Oh right, I actually at first thought that the whole idea is that this is a training session for Sketch, but no, he actually trained the bad guy. His name is Mortis. come on. Fuck, man. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. I think the idea is that you're supposed to hit him right back towards where his fingernails are at. Finally, I took him out. I don't want to leave him behind, because the stage will immediately end after this. Right, 60% done. So yeah, you know, I've got a little frustrated with this game. It is regarded as one of the absolute toughest games on the Genesis. Particularly if you don't use any cheats like I did. There is a level select code. So you can at the very least, so you can at least follow up from where you last died. Play that way, but I digress. Yeah. Alright, so this is what I have to do. Alright, first I'm gonna take this asshole out. But yeah, I chose this simply because with the invincibility code on, I could basically... And I get an explosive, and I get my rat back. Probably should have done this a little closer to where I actually needed. Bro, you know, probably should use my rat here. I don't want to lose them. But I'm actually glad I picked up. Yeah, I definitely should have used the rat. But better late than ever. And, okay, good. I want to pick up. I definitely want that. I want both that. I want that explosion, definitely. If there was nothing. I'm probably gonna just use an explosive on this guy. Yep, I'm definitely using it on him. Oops. Of course, since I'm invincible. There's really, nothing stopping me from just pummeling those sticks down. And now I'm off to the last level. And I'm 75% done. Looks like I'm pretty much through in terms of the items. Oh wait, don't go into the hole. You will die. So we just have to keep killing these things until we can go into the hole. Because that makes perfect sense. Go down the hole now and you can get an instant game over. But once you clear all the enemies and you go down the hole, suddenly you're in the next room. What kind of sense does that make? Why can't I go down now? It's almost like the other panels don't even exist until you're ready to head down there. Okay, so I honestly thought I probably should have noticed the switch up there. I didn't. I never noticed that switch right there. Like, I think I even saw the animation. For whatever reason, I didn't see the switch, so I didn't bother with it. That would totally get me again. And again, I did not notice the switch. Although it wouldn't matter because I still had to blow these nukes up. And I have to deal with two of these skulls. If I want to save that punch for the boss. Come on. Honestly, I find this game a bit more annoying than anything else, than difficult. Even with cheat codes on, I find it more annoying than difficult. I took care of that monstrosity, but now I have to take care of this guy. Probably could have lured this guy into this trap and took them both out in one fell swoop. Ah! Huh? I hate when they just shoot shit at you non-stop. Yeah, this game came out in '95, and by that point in time, the Sega Genesis was basically on its last legs. The company behind this was actually one of the last games to be put out by Sega Technical Institute before they went under. You can blame their failed attempt at a Sonic game for the Saturn for that. Alright, finally. Now what's interesting was I did in fact notice the switch up there. I just, for whatever reason, I can't reach it. Like, I was never able to figure out how to reach that goddamn switch, so I wind up having to use a power-up here. That's what it is. Oh, it's just a bomb. And now we're at the final panel. Oh yeah, I should note that I sort of just got another save state there. It don't, you know, the recording isn't quite long enough to sustain a full playthrough of a Genesis game at 1280 720 at the aspect ratio, at the 16:9 aspect ratio. But you know, it is what it is. And here's the perfect game condition. You have to save the girl. And I then wound up jumping too high and moving. And I think I lost control of the controls because Sketch just kept walking left over and over. And so I kept missing him, so I decided that I'm just gonna finish this once and for all. And here's the switch. You have to flip the switch to save the girl before the tank fills all the way up with fluid. If it fills up all the way, she drowns, and you only get the bittersweet end, or she dies. So you have to save her life in order to secure 100%, and that's the condition for a perfect playthrough. And that's really all you have to do, honestly. I mean, it's a fine game, you know. It's definitely a fine game. Definitely a gem for the Genesis. I prefer other games. I do much prefer other games. I prefer some of the Streets of Rage games, the Sonic games. You know, Aladdin and Lion King. And they all lived happily together until... Yeah, you ain't getting a sequel. This game tanked in the sales. The Genesis was basically on its last legs. It would retire early '98 with Frogger being its last game. And through all intents and purposes, it was barely kept going through 96 and 97, and Japan just gave up on it in 96. So by this point in time, people were looking towards the Saturn, the N64, and of course the PlayStation. So people weren't really looking to buy new Genesis games at the time. So that's really the story of how this game flopped. But it is an important piece of the history of the Genesis and of Sega Technical Institute. So overall, the recording as annoying as the game can be at times, the recording process actually went really, really smoothly. So I'm actually glad with how things turned out. This is more of a tech demo to make sure everything was working accordingly than a true perfect playthrough, so I apologize for that. But next time I'm gonna try to push the envelope with the next generation of consoles and see how that turns out. So with that said, this is Mike Gordon, sign out. That's 100% baby.